Good evening. It is September 8th, 2020 at approximately 5:30 p.m. We are here for a Springfield Township Board of Trustees meeting. Mr. Burning, can we please have the roll call?
Yes, Mr. Honolo. Ms. Davis? Present. Mr. Burning? Present. Mr. Honolo?
Present.
All trustees are present.
Next, would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first thing we have is a special portion of our meeting here. We have a proclamation for Theodore B. Hubbard, also known as Ted Hubbard, our longtime Hamilton County engineer. If we could all go down maybe in front of the podium. You want to read it, Christy? I'll hold it for you. Ted, we have a proclamation for you here.
And I'm going to read it. Okay. So, proclamation, Springfield Township Board of Trustees, in recognition of Theodore B. Hubbard's 38 years of service to the office of the Hamilton County Engineer. Whereas Theodore Hubbard is a lifelong resident of Springfield Township, growing up in Finneytown, graduated Finneytown High School in 1972, and later married his wife Peggy, and they have owned a home in Springfield Township for over 29 years. And whereas Theodore Hubbard began his career with the Office of the Hamilton County Engineer in February of 1982 as a design engineer. And whereas Theodore Hubbard was first elected to the position of Hamilton County Engineer in November of 2012 and was re-elected in 2016. And whereas Theodore Hubbard was instrumental in roadway and infrastructure projects that greatly impacted Springfield Township, including the completion of Ronald Reagan Cross County Highway, as well as infrastructure projects along the Winton Road corridor. And whereas Theodore Hubbard received the 2017 County Engineer of the Year Award from the National Association of County Engineers, an award given based on major career achievements, innovative ideas, providing educational opportunities to employees and professional positions held. And whereas Theodore Hubbard is highly renowned across Hamilton County as a dedicated public servant who held the office of Hamilton County Engineer in the highest regard. Whereas Theodore Hubbard retired on February 29, 2020, after working 38 years in the office of the Hamilton County Engineer, and after serving 8 years as the Hamilton County Engineer, now therefore be it proclaimed that Springfield Township Board of Trustees of Hamilton County, Ohio, does hereby recognize Theodore B. Hubbard for his outstanding service to the people of Springfield Township, Hamilton County, and the state of Ohio, and congratulates him upon reaching the milestone of 38 years of public service. And be it further proclaimed that the Springfield Township Board of Trustees hereby proclaims the 8th day of September 2020 as Theodore B. Hubbard Day in all of Springfield Township. By order of the Springfield Township Board of Trustees, Hamilton County, Mark Burning, Joseph Honnerlaw, and Christy Dukes Davis. Congratulations, Ted.
First of all, the one thing, is this on cable? Let me ask you that. Okay, good, because I want to speak to the young people a little bit. I've had the honor to grow up in Springfield Township, and this is a great place. And the reason why, it truly is the melting pot of Hamilton County. We have a very diverse community, and that is a real positive. I've had the honor to grow up here. I started kindergarten here, and actually, I've spent all of my time in elementary school and high school in this community. And it's really interesting, and my wife and I chose to raise our children here as well. I've had the opportunity to see people grow up who come from very different places. Some of them are from Asia, some from all different backgrounds. We see people of all races. It's been an honor and a pleasure to watch people grow from all different backgrounds and all different races and all different beliefs. And I got to tell you something. Springfield Township does show that you can make it. If you work hard, you can make it in this community. And, I'm just a middle-class guy from a middle-class family. My parents both worked. But, it was about working hard, not letting anybody tell you can't do it. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you don't belong. Because in this country, everybody belongs. And if you work hard enough, if you really work hard enough, it will turn out for you. And I think I've seen too many examples of where it happens over and over and over again. When you travel to places like, I've had the fortune to travel all the 50 states of the United States of America. When you go to the borders, you'll see that the lines to get into the United States are very long, because this is a place where you have opportunity. Please study, get your high school degree, defer having children till after you're married, hold down a steady job, and you will make it. And that's my advice. This is a great place. This is a great township. It's a great community. You've got great trustees. You have great leadership. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to live here and be part of it. Thank you very much.
Let me get one more picture without them, Max. Oh, without them.
Absolutely.
Where's Peg? Well, she's a worker.
How'd that work out? Oh, my gosh.
She's 5 years younger. That's one better thing about being 5 years older. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you much.
Thanks, Ted.
Very deserved.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Hey, Ted.
Okay, moving on with our agenda this evening, we have approval of minutes from our regular session on August 11th, 2020, and our regular work session on August 25th, 2020. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, Mr. Burning, do we have a financial report?
Yes, Mr. Honolaw. For the month ending August 31st, 2020, the township expenditures were $1,408,694.89. The receipts were $640,551.62. We have an ending cash balance of $18,012,889.54, including obligations for expenditures, payroll, regular operating costs, ongoing capital improvement projects, and investment. What I do request from the board is a motion to approve receipts, warrants, payroll expenditures, updated and current revenue and reports for the period ending August 31st, 2020. Do I have a motion? So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, and I just want everybody to know the financial reports are available for viewing at the administrative offices weekdays during regular business hours or on our website 24/7. Thank you, Mr. Honolaw.
All right, thank you, Mr. Burning. Next, moving over to our departmental action discussion items. Mr. Gilbert, do we have a report?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hunterlaw. This evening, I only have one action item, which is in regards to the CARES Act funding. As the board is aware, we were given CARES Act funding through, or awarded CARES Act funding through the county. Actually, it's federal money that was transferred through the state to the county to us. And as a result, there's a lot of restrictions on what the money can be used for, understandably, and it has to be utilized by the local governments for something that is specific to the COVID pandemic. And looking at the guidelines and discussing it internally and ensuring that we're going to spend or utilize the funds in a way that is in accordance with the guidelines that were established when the funding was created, we are asking to utilize the first disbursement of CARES Act funding for fire and EMS related responses regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. As the formula which we worked up is it looked like the runs between January 1st and to date were approximately 18% of the runs we made were related to COVID-19 related illnesses or directly related to COVID. And looking at utilizing those funds to account for and pay for 18% of the salaries or the time of our medics and firefighters on duty related to those COVID-19 runs. So that will essentially utilize 100% of the funds, again, the first disbursement of funds that we received, and in the first allocation. We have another allocation that we're still at this point determining what to use for. But I'm just asking the board to make a motion to utilize the first disbursement as CARES Act funding for fire-related salaries in direct relation to COVID-19 related responses from January 1st until July 31st, actually, I think. I take that back. Now that I think about it, we're actually, because the guidelines allow you to utilize those funds until the end of the year, let's just go ahead and make sure that we make a motion to authorize the use of those funds for fire-related salaries related to COVID-19 responses between January 1st, 2020 and December 31st, 2020, to be more consistent with the guidelines.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, looking at the personnel update, we only had activity in the Public Works Department. We had the seasonal end of part-time labor, seasonal labor, Bob Ward, who left service August 10th of 2020. Other than that, I will turn it over to Kim for community events and programs.
Thank you. All of our community events have gone online, and we're starting with our virtual Touch a Truck event. So that will start this Thursday, live on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, and there is a place on our website. We're doing a total of 7 episodes, and they will run every Thursday at 4 o'clock from September the 10th through October the 22nd. And so we're featuring different vehicles in our roads, public works, police, fire, EMS departments. We are also going to be doing our Art Local Art Show virtually. We're doing a smaller in-person event and a live stream. That's going to be the week of November the 6th through the 14th. And we're also going to be taking our Breakfast with Santa event and doing that as a virtual event as well. So we're going to still sell tickets for this program. People will go online, watch their Madcap Puppet Show. They're going to get mailed their craft project that they can do as a family, and then they can have a secret call from Santa scheduled. So that is what we're doing online.
Awesome. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
The board has copies of the departmental activity reports, and unless there are any questions of those, that does conclude my very brief report this evening.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Next, moving on to our resolutions this evening, we have resolution number 78, 2020. This is a resolution to amend resolution number 71, 2020, declaring a dangerous property condition at 453 Sheffield Road. And I would, just for the record, or for anyone watching this, comment that prior to this hearing, we had two dangerous property public hearings here in Springfield Township, one regarding the property at 453 Sheffield Road, and the next resolution for 11 Ridgeway Road. And in both of those hearings, after having heard the testimony and no one being here to oppose the testimony that was presented by staff and by Chief Leininger, the board voted to pass this resolution to have the properties removed as dangerous properties. But with that, do we have a a motion and a second?
So moved.
Seconded.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, we have Resolution Number 79, 2020, which is a resolution to amend Resolution Number 72, 2020, declaring a dangerous property condition at 11 Ridgeway Road. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, we have Resolution Number 80, 2020, declaring nuisances pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 505.87 at various listed properties within Springfield Township and authorizing statutory actions necessary to abate the nuisances. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, we have Resolution Number 81, 2020, establishing assessment for abatement of nuisance and certifying same to the Hamilton County Auditor. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, we have Resolution Number 82, 2020, transferring assessment certified on parcel 590 0231 030600 by Resolution 112, 2018, as modified by Resolution 18, 2020, for the improvement to Meredith Drive, Rockport Drive, Sherborne Drive, Newcastle Drive, and Westbury Drive to parcel 590 0231 031700. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next is Resolution Number 83, 2020, authorizing the filing of an application pursuant to Revised Code 2081.12 and Revised Code 3719.11 to authorize the destruction of property in the possession of the Springfield Township Police Department that has been unclaimed, lost, abandoned, stolen, forfeited, or otherwise lawfully seized. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, we have Resolution Number
Before we go, the resolution before that one, did we have a second on that motion?
Yes.
Yes, we did. Seconded by Christie.
She seconded and said aye so fast I
Yeah,
couldn't
you-
comprehend it. Yeah, I didn't hear it, so.
Okay.
I just wanted to check.
I'll speak up.
Okay, now we're to Resolution 84, 2020, authorizing the filing of an application pursuant to Revised Code Section 2981.12 and Revised Code 3719.11 to authorize the destruction of property that has been surrendered, unclaimed, lost, abandoned, stolen, forfeited, or otherwise lawfully seized. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
Next, do we have any old business before the board this evening?
I do not, Mr. Honorable.
I do not, Mr. Honorable.
Does anyone have any new business?
I do not.
I do not.
All right. With that, it appears that we do not have any citizens here this evening to engage in citizens' participation. Our next regular meeting is going to be October 13th, 2020. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.